KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.
Hi, my name is Dana Corso, and I am running for Oceanside City Council District 2. I want every Oceanside resident to receive the support and respect of the council they vote into office. Time after time, I've seen one neighborhood after another ignored by incumbents in favor of their special interests and campaign donors. It's time for leadership that cares and listens to all facets of our community. I believe in term limits and contribution limits to avoid the power and influence of special interests of our elected officials. Our safety and quality of life is first and foremost. My grandfather was honorably a chief of the police department. I have the utmost respect for public safety and our emergency response teams. I will prioritize because I know investing in safe neighborhoods is vital to our quality of life. My husband and I just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. We have been raising our sons in the Jeffries Ranch area for the past 21 years. I share your concerns for our children, schools, libraries, parks, pools, and after-school programs. I will work to restore and protect community programs by finding practical solutions without increasing taxes. As a 30-year successful business owner, I have the experience to get things done. Small businesses are the lifeblood of Oceanside's economy. Our current council majority is preoccupied with big developers, looking for taxpayer subsidies. I will fight to give local businesses a bigger voice. We need to create more jobs here in Oceanside. Oceanside needs a leader with a balanced approach and unbiased decision-making. I am the only candidate with proven leadership in supporting our neighborhoods. I led the fight for my neighborhood, Jeffries Ranch. I'm the only candidate that has fought for our seniors and veterans and families on fixed incomes in our manufactured home communities. As the president of ACTION, which stands for the Alliance of Citizens to Improve Oceanside Neighborhoods, we led the fight in 2012 to defeat Proposition E and F, saving rent control for our most vulnerable in our mobile home communities. ACTION is a grassroots, nonpartisan community organization. I'm the only candidate that has supported SOAR since day one. SOAR stands for Saving Open Space and Agricultural Resources, known as Measure Y. Many volunteers, including myself, walked our neighborhoods, educating and informing the citizens of the importance of SOAR. Signatures were gathered to put SOAR on the ballot because 3 council members, Kern, Feller, and Lowry, disregarded all of us and gave the green light to integral developers and North River Farms to move forward with high-density housing in our only agricultural and farming areas. South Morrill Hills is on the important Farmland Act of America, which states in part, this land should be protected because the climate and topography allows for crops to be grown year-round. There are few places in the world that have that potential. We must protect it for our future generations. Measure Y is the Right to Vote initiative. It places the power to protect our community's safety and character in the hands of the citizens who live here, and not 3 council members. There are no sewers or updated infrastructure in South Morrill Hills. Converting farmland to high-density housing is not conducive to the area and further exacerbates our jobs-to-housing ratio. This past December proved how fast and how close the lilac fires came to our neighborhoods. Sadly, 46 horses burned to death at San Luis Rey Downs, less than 4 miles from Jeffries Ranch. That should have never happened. We are better than that. We need responsible development to ensure our safety and the safety of our families and animals. Measure Y will prevent sprawl, density, and overdevelopment. Measure Y will reduce traffic congestion and costs to taxpayers. SOAR has been proven to work in Ventura and Napa counties. In 2016, voters overwhelmingly renewed their SOAR initiatives. Why? Because it works. Please do not be fooled by the handful of commercial farmers that now want to change the zoning at our expense. Those farmers bought that land zoned 2.5 acres per dwelling and can sell it the same way, just as you and I bought our properties with zoning and land use regulations. Don't be fooled by the candidates that are supported by Kern, Feller, and Lowry, as they are looking for that 4th vote in order to take properties by eminent domain. The Melrose extension will devastate Jeffries Ranch, Marisol, and the surrounding neighborhoods and take portions of Guajomie Regional State Park. The studies have shown it will only benefit traffic by seconds at a cost of over $40 million. The entire Planning Commission voted against moving forward, But here again, our council majority just allocated $6 million in June of 2018 towards the Melrose extension. Why are we wasting taxpayer dollars on projects that the community says no to? I will work to stop wasteful spending on outside consulting reports and studies that go nowhere. I am choosing community safety and character over high-density development, responsible spending over increased debt, integrity and trust over deception and lies. I hope you will as well. The future of Oceanside depends on it. I am respectfully asking for your vote on November 6th. For further information or to contact me, please visit my website at corsoforcouncil.com. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Terry Johnson, and I am a candidate for the Oceanside City Council, District 2. I am happily retired. Now I enjoy traveling, taking my grandkids to school, and remodeling my home in District 2, which I have lived in for 38 years. Born and raised in Oceanside, I have been a resident for 66 years. I attended Laurel Elementary, Jefferson Junior High, and graduated from Oceanside High School. I attended Maricosta College and graduated from San Diego State with a BA in Public Administration. As your former mayor and councilman, I worked with neighborhood residents and built consensus with my fellow council members to resolve issues and get the city back on track and moving forward. I am proud to have participated in the accomplishments that today make Oceanside a great place to call home. We approved and built many parks such as Mans Buchanan, Luciano, MLK Jr., Lake Boulevard, Cesar Chavez, and improved every other park in the city. We approved new skate parks and a dog park. My yes vote secured the acquisition of the El Curl Zone property for future recreational opportunities. My yes vote secured the Ocean Ranch zoning for future job development. We approved and built a new police headquarters, the fire department training facility, Fire Station 6, and the branch library on Mission Avenue. For 30 years, the city tried to close down the all-new Playgirl Club. In 2002, we successfully negotiated a purchase price and closed it down. That building is now the home of the California Surf Museum. We would not have a safer downtown and a nighttime farmers market if the Playgirl Club still existed. There is still more that needs to be done. These are some of the goals I would like to achieve. Priority number 1 is public safety and protecting the residents in District 2. I will continue to work closely with the police and fire department on improving relationships within the community, making the streets, parks, and neighborhoods safe for our children, grandkids, and our families. Sadly, a criminal illegal alien murdered Oceanside police officer Tony Zappatella. Criminal illegal aliens controlling our neighborhoods should not be tolerated or accepted. They pose a threat to our community, and according to the laws of our country, all criminal illegal aliens shall be deported to their country of origin. I support job development and apprenticeship programs for our residents. I have always and will continue to support Oceanside's mobile home park rent control ordinance. I support providing affordable and market rate housing and finding solutions to the increasing traffic congestion in District 2. New housing and businesses will be held accountable to provide the infrastructure improvements and required by the city and necessary to the area. I support the farmers who are facing difficult times with high operational costs. While cannabis cultivation may not be popular with some, it can be a source of revenue for the farmers and the city. I do not support Measure Y, the SOAR initiative. The new city council elected in November should be given the opportunity to address the concerns of the community regarding South Morrill Hills and the proposed North River Farms development. District 2 needs sensible, experienced leadership that understands and appreciates the diversity of the residents in District 2 and is knowledgeable about Oceanside's history and understands the San Diego County region. I will respectfully work with the mayor and council members to reach consensus on issues that are important to seniors, veterans, mobile home park residents, the business community, the farmers, and all the diverse residents in District 2. The City of Oceanside's mission statement is to enhance the quality of life through outstanding service to its diverse community. I support and believe in that statement. I humbly ask for your vote on November 6th. Please go to my website for more information. Thank you for listening. God bless Oceanside.
Hello, my name is Christopher Kagan, and I'm currently running for Oceanside City Council for District 2. I live here with my supportive wife Samantha and my newborn son Ryan. I am the finance executive at Scientist.com, which is the 9th fastest growing private company in the U.S. My political aspirations began 17 years ago on September 11th, 2001. I was 14 at the time, living less than 25 miles from Ground Zero in Westfield, New Jersey. I remember that day like it was yesterday, but more importantly, I remember the response just as well. The way the country came together after that horrific day made me want to help change the world. Chants of USA at every sporting, concert, and public event was emotional and inspiring. The country was one, and it made me so proud to be an American. I decided to go to American University in Washington, D.C., where I graduated with a degree in political science and finance. During my time at college, I ran Division I track, was elected to student government, and interned on the Hill with my local congressman, and then did a fellowship in Colorado for environmental education. I always planned to serve my community, so I tried to gain experiences that would help me on my journey. Unfortunately, I graduated during the financial crisis when unemployment was at 10%. With my student loans needed to be paid back, I took a job as a waiter. This remains one of the hardest and most humbling jobs that I ever worked. I still remember my manager telling me on the first day that even though my plan was not to be there that long, that for some this was a career, and to never take life for granted. Everyone was responsible for working hard and working together no matter what. My success over the years is because I do not take life or its opportunities for granted. Tomorrow is not a given. The scariest moment of my life came last year when on the first day of our honeymoon, my wife and I were hit head-on by a drunk driver. In the split seconds before impact, I was convinced we were going to die. But miraculously, we not only survived, but were able to walk away. A few weeks later, we found out that we were going to have our first child together. It was in that moment that I realized that I can no longer wait to make the world a better place. This is why my motto is, fighting for a better tomorrow today, the future is now. I am happy when I am helping others. I want to make the world a better place. That is why I want to bring Oceanside together as one community by focusing on my core principles, which are growth and opportunity, risk and cost management, and legacy and happiness. I believe it is important to make sure that we continue to vitalize all of Oceanside. By bringing in new businesses, it helps to ensure that everyone in Oceanside makes a livable wage, continues to advance their careers, and sees their wages grow. It also further expands the existing tourism pool by drawing in additional crowds. Along with this growth, I think we must focus on our education system. The children of Oceanside are the future, and we must not accept our failing schools any longer. They need the opportunities that can help them succeed in the future. By strengthening both areas, we also increase the property value for everyone. It is important that as we grow, that our costs and risks decrease. We need to ensure the safety of the community around us. We need to reduce crime and protect against natural disasters. These are the real concerns for me since I have heard gunshots at night, been evacuated because of wildfires, and seen the empty storefronts that invite a negative crowd. Public safety is one of the most basic concerns, but without a strong focus, it is impossible to tackle other issues. I'm running for City Council because it is never too early to think about the world we want to leave behind. Oceanside has beautiful beaches and open spaces that we need to ensure are protected for generations to come. My signature on my email is, life is more than just a spreadsheet. Get outside today. This reminds me that there's more to life than work. I want to ensure that the people are enjoying their lives and not just living them. Time with your family is priceless. I want to provide Oceansiders with a community that is fun and supportive of one another. I have the energy and ambition to make a difference now. I'm not willing to wait 4 more years to see change happen. My wife and I truly believe in giving back and have confidence that I can help make a difference to Oceanside. I hope you'll give me, Christopher Kagan, the chance to make an impact voting for me on November 6th.
Hello, my name is Larry Cornett and I'm running for Oceanside City Council in District 2. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My wife Lauren and I have lived in Oceanside for almost 18 years, and we moved here from Chicago. And we've been married for 27 years. We have 2 rescue dogs, a 12-year-old white standard poodle named Manhattan, and a half rat terrier, half some sort of cat named Widget. What brought me to this point and made me decide to run for office is that I've been active in social causes all my life. I've been involved in fighting racial, gender, and economic discrimination under the tutelage of the late Senator Paul Simon and Congressman Judge Abner J. Mikva. Both taught me the meaning of the word integrity, as well as my mother and father. My mother was a teacher, my father was a cab driver, and both were union members. And I've been fighting for our environment, ending senseless gun violence, and bringing an attitude of respect to those I meet along the way, which is why I've also been concerned about the way our current council behaves toward one another. The fact that there is no climate action plan on the table and we are having developers spending tons of money bringing in ideas that create more traffic, increase our CO2 footprint, and in short, set us back in our fight against climate change and bringing affordable housing and jobs to Oceanside. And I believe I'm the right person for this job at the right time. And yes, it is a job. I have a BA in communications and I have an MBA in technology management. And communications and management are the qualities that we desperately need in our Oceanside City Council. And I'm also a faith leader, which gives me a unique perspective on many different things. Though I do try not to wear it on my sleeve, it is simply part of who I am. And I also bring no past history as others do. I've not run before and do not have alliances or baggage that can cloud my judgment. My issues and my beliefs as to what Oceanside can become are ideals I hope you will share. And as a project manager, I take projects apart and put them back together. I ask questions in a respectful manner to engage and not to berate or belittle. I strive for understanding and a sense of accomplishment that can be shared. We win wanting all sides to end up as successful as ourselves in everything we do. And that is how we all move forward, including the city that we love. What I bring to the voters and constituents is a person who can look at all sides, will not be bound by ego, to not listen and not learn, and will make decisions that are in the best interest of our district and our city. I will work in collaboration with anyone for any reason that is in the best interest of our city. I stand for Measure Y because the only way to stop the bad ideas is to stop them cold. Can always be repealed by a vote, but right now we have a city council that people do not trust, and developers bringing their agrivision, which really seems to be aggravation, because anytime you add 750 homes in the backcountry, away from public transportation, we add 1,500 cars on the road, and that makes traffic a whole lot worse. I support Measure X and our firefighters. We have city employees that have deferred salaries coming their way, and it's our obligation to pay them. We need an ambulance in our district, and these funds will allow for those improvements. We can also fix some of the short-sightedness that we've had. I want to see a climate action plan put in place as soon as possible, building affordable housing inside mass transit corridors, PLL building agreements, and improving our mental health services and our homeless outreach programs. I'm endorsed by the National Union of Healthcare Workers, which includes nurses, the Sierra Club, and retired Marine Brigadier General David Brahms, Rosemary Smithfield, Cipriano Vargas, and I choose my endorsements very carefully. For many veterans, this is their home, and many are dealing with issues that affect them long after they have served. I also want to help our underserved communities. In those communities, we need more street lighting to make those areas safer and traffic bumps to calm traffic. And we need community policing. My vision for Oceanside and our district is simple. If we can be the greenest city in the county in 10 years, that'll attract those entrepreneurs that want to start or move their businesses to a green economy. Artificial intelligence, solar, wind, energy, robotics. We can be the hub for those industries and for those in Oceanside who are willing to get the training and get those jobs with a higher Oceanside attitude. We can drive our economy and improve a quality of life we all hope to enjoy. It'll take all of us working together for a common goal, and that's the future we can enjoy. My name is Larry Cornett. I'm running for City Council representing District 2, and I hope you'll join me on this journey.
Hello, I'm Jim Desmond, and I'm a candidate for San Diego County Supervisor. I'm in my 12th and final year as the mayor of the city of San Marcos. I'm a husband, a father, a Navy veteran, a former small business owner, and I have a degree in electrical engineering from San Diego State University. For the past 32 years, I've been a pilot and a captain for Delta Airlines. As an engineer, I like to learn how things work and then how to make them better. As mayor and as a pilot, I use the same basic principles. Safety is always number one. Number two is proper management of resources, your tax dollars. And number three is quality of life. I use those same basic principles when flying an aircraft and also as mayor. As mayor, I'm very proud of the things that we've done in the city of San Marcos. We've actually enhanced our economy in San Marcos by taking our assets, our educational institutions, and building upon them with government, education, and business. And by linking all three of those, we've been able to build our economy and raise our standard of living within the city of San Marcos by having that thriving economy and an atmosphere of collaboration throughout the city. Also, I have worked with the mayors along the 78 corridor with our Innovate 78 program. So we already have that regional collaboration throughout District 5. I work with the mayors of Escondido, Vista, Oceanside, and Carlsbad. And we've been able to combine our efforts to make sure that North County gets its fair share of transportation dollars and that we also work together. We're all different pieces of the puzzle, San Marcos being the education hub of North County. I want to take what I've learned and through those collaborative efforts and take that to the county to hopefully make the county a much better place as well. I serve on many different regional boards. I'm on the SANDAG board, San Diego for the transportation for San Diego County. I also serve on the San Diego Airport Board, as well as the San Diego Economic Development Boards and the Boy Scouts of America Board. And what I've been able to do is through those serving on those different boards is build up many different relationships throughout the county. And not that everybody agrees with me on everything, but the fact that I've had those relationships in place, and that's really what it takes to get the job done. It's not just what you know, but also who you know. And by having those relationships in place, I'm going to be able to hit the ground running. It's only 2 short terms, 2 4-year terms to be county supervisor, and I want to make sure that I have enough time and effort to get things done for North County and all of San Diego County. So with those working relationships that I have, you know, I could boast and tell you all of the great things I want to do for San Diego, for North County, but if I don't have 3 votes, I'm not going to be able to get that done. So I want to make sure that I work hard for you and with those relationships already in place throughout the county to get the job done. My platform is primarily going to be public safety, make sure you're safe. Number 2 is making sure that we balance the budget and we prioritize your dollars, your tax dollars wisely. And then make sure that our streets, roads, and infrastructures is kept up so that we can reduce traffic congestion. Now, there's many other things facing the county right now. There's homelessness issues, there's housing issues. I've always been able to grapple with different issues by making common sense, practical solutions. And I promise to do that, and I'll work very hard for you as your next county supervisor. North County has a lot of potential. It goes from Rancho Santa Fe, Oceanside, Carlsbad, Vista, San Marcos, all the way out to Borrego. We've got agriculture, we got high tech, we got biotech, we got manufacturing, we got mountains, we got valleys, we got deserts, we've got airports, we've got hospitals, we've got a major university and 2 community colleges. We have all the potential for a strong and thriving economy in North County, and I want to be a part of it. I want to work for you and be your next San Diego County Supervisor. So please vote for me, Jim Desmond, for San Diego County Supervisor. You can check out my website at desmondforsupervisor.com. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Gomez. I'm running for County Board of Supervisors District 5, which encompasses all of North County, from the ocean out to Anzo Borrego, and from Camp Pendleton to Rancho Santa Fe. I am honored to have the full support and endorsement of the Oceanside Firefighters Association, Vista Firefighters Association, San Diego and Imperial Counties Labor Council, National Women's Political Caucus of San Diego, the California Nurses Association, and the CR Club, to name a few. For nearly 2 decades, I have worked to make a difference in the lives of underserved individuals from all walks of life, including women, communities of color, veterans and military families, and those suffering from physical, mental, and emotional trauma. My history of community service, including my current service as both a city and a county commissioner, provides me with an in-depth understanding of the multitudes of issues impacting San Diego County. As a City of Oceanside Housing Commissioner, I make recommendations to the City Council on policies pertaining to programs for low and moderate income housing and homelessness. My efforts have benefited Veteran Affairs supportive housing and residents with low income housing needs, including struggling families and seniors on fixed incomes. As a county commissioner with the San Diego County Commission on the Status of Women and Girls, I seek to empower our communities through education and awareness on issues such as gender equality, homelessness, domestic violence, elder abuse, and human trafficking. I have worked with both adults and our youth to help people identify the warning signs of human trafficking and sexual harassment. These issues are pervasive in our district, and as your supervisor, I am determined to bring the necessary resources to District 5 to combat the severe exploitation and abuse of women and children which occurs around us every day. Some of my fondest memories from my years of community service come from the nearly 6 years I spent in Marine Corps Family Readiness, serving military families and deployed spouses. In this role, I was responsible for partnering with 1 Marine Expeditionary Force leadership to support and inform unit Marines, spouses, and designated parents and extended family members. I was instrumental in ensuring our troops were mission ready by providing official command communication, information and referral resources, readiness and deployment support, and volunteer management while adhering to all confidentiality regulations. For my service to our troops and their families, I was awarded the President's Volunteer Service Award 4 times by the Obama administration. In my professional capacity as a legislative analyst, I review legislation and draft and educate on effective policy. This skill set is vital in creating sound policy and ordinances that are both articulate and enforceable, policies which will improve the quality of life for all county residents. Our current Board of Supervisors has hoarded an excess of $2 billion in reserves while ignoring the problems that these resources are meant to address. Most counties are able to meet their obligations and even rise to meet unforeseen emergencies on a 15 to 20% reserve. By judiciously executing the almost $2 billion in current reserves, we can strengthen and enhance fire protection in order to avoid the disastrous blazes faced by our state. We can address public safety concerns and protect our open spaces from undue development. By honoring our county's general plan, we can strike a balance between progress and preservation that works in the interest of all of the county's 3.3 million residents. These reserves can be put to work simultaneously stimulating our economy by creating jobs and securing economic opportunities for working families. They can be utilized to develop a comprehensive plan that addresses our affordable housing crisis with smart and sustainable growth, including realistic solutions to combat the rampant homelessness in our county. They can also be used to ensure health and human services to protect public health and avoid crises such as the recent hepatitis A outbreak, which killed dozens and infected hundreds. By redirecting even a portion of our current reserves, we can do all of this and more. We can even address the Tri-City Medical Center's decision to close 2 mental health units, which threatens to leave vulnerable people without any place to receive treatment and inpatient services in North County. Our current Board of Supervisors has only seen 2 new faces in over 25 years. It's a new day in San Diego County, and it's time for leadership which protects what we have built while looking toward our future. I'm not a professional politician, and I'm not interested in partisan politics. I am, however, proud to be a Democrat and to have the endorsement of the San Diego Democratic Party. My first priority will always be addressing the issues impacting us as a district and as a county with common sense solutions. As your county supervisor, I will be able to work across the aisle because I have formed the necessary bonds with community leaders of varying political affiliations. Again, my name is Michelle Gomez, and I'm running for County Board of Supervisors District 5. I'm ready to get things done and to take the next step in building a brighter future for all of us. I encourage you to learn more about my plan for the road ahead by visiting my website, michelleforsupervisor.com. If you share my vision for San Diego County, please vote Michelle Gomez on November 6th. Thank you.
KOCT, its board of directors, staff, and the City of Oceanside do not support nor promote any candidates. We provide the following program as a public service for voters. All candidates have been invited to participate in this program, but not all were able to or chose to do so.